Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at this Colvic Rover 28, a very strong, very seaworthy and very dependable boat. These were built and designed by Kenneth Evans of Colvic Craft. They are triple keel and only draw 3 foot, so that makes them really versatile for going into shallow water and drying out in harbours. This particular boat is 1976. She had a refit in 2018 and has a really nice Beta 20 horsepower inboard diesel engine. That's only done about 160 hours, so it's like new. She does need a little bit of TLC now, but nothing that a few weekends, a few hours work will get her looking ship shape and Bristol fashion, ready to go on some adventures. She's 28 foot long, she's 8.5 feet wide, and she displaces 4 tons. Let's have a look around her. We currently have this boat on the market and she is £6,000. This is an incredible amount of boat for £6,000. But she does need a little work that I'll come to in a moment. Nothing too daunting, but just a bit of work to scrub her up and get her ready to go back out on some adventures. So Colvic built these boats very, very well. They're extremely strong, very dependable sea boats, and that triple keel makes it extremely versatile. We're not just in a marina hopper here. We can go into the harbours and we can dry out and have some real proper cruising. So let's go aboard. So it's 1976 and this is in the early days of yacht production. Everything was over engineered and the styling is a bit different to what you'll see today. So we're here in this really nice, good sized roomy cockpit that's very deep and you feel very safe in here. And straight away we can see one of the things that this boat needs. So these locker lids have been replaced at some point in her life, but they are starting to see some signs of deterioration and rot. So these locker lids do need replacing, as well as the lids on the floor that go down into the bilge and engine room access. Some of these could be saved if they were cleaned up with some new fixings. I think they would perhaps live again, but that's one of the things that this boat needs. But she's 1976, I think we can excuse it. All in all, she's a really good boat. We've got everything led back to the cockpit here, so you can sail the boat single-handed from here. In this waterproof box, we have the Beta Marine engine control panel with the compass mounted above it. We've got some original winches here and here, not self-tailing, very basic, but they do the job. There's another one up here, and then you've got your clutches here. All the lines are led through, coming down to the cleats here. If we just pop back up on deck, so we've got easy steps up and a nice little step here to get onto the really raised top sides. But now that really helps with accommodation down below. Here we've got some nifty little storage racks to put your boat hook, etc. in. Nice grab rails here to hang on to when you're on the deck. And then forward we've got a very big hatch here for the perspex top and a manual anchor windlass down there. And a lovely size front deck. You can see the chain would go through here and down into the anchor locker below us. Let's go back to the cockpit. The boat hasn't been sailed for a couple of years, so she's looking a little bit tired, but her refit in 2018 stemmed to the inside as well, and you can see they have done a really nice quality job. So let's hop inside here and have a little look at this lovely refit. Let's start here in the saloon. This table, I would imagine, is the original table, removable fiddle rails and drop leaf to extend for dining. She's been reupholstered in a really nice hard wearing fabric, and that's still in great condition, as are the backrests. We've got loads and loads of storage absolutely everywhere. This is a huge locker here, and then that is also mirrored on the other side of the boat. The storage is just goes on and on. Whoever's done the refit on this boat has really thought about where you're going to put all your stuff. So let's swing round here. You can see your companionway steps, and under there is the engine. We'll take a look at that in a moment. You have a chart table here, which is removable, and then you've got your crew berth underneath. Here's the engine book, charts, etc. Electronics wise, we're quite light. She's got a nice Cobra GPS VHF radio there. We've got a NASA Stingray depth sounder, old but good. They do the job. She's had some rewiring in 2018, so this is all really nice and neat. Switch box here, which controls all of the boat systems, lights, bilge pumps, electronics, etc. And our 240 hookup here with our trips. Battery isolator here and down here. She's got 2 batteries on board, engine start battery and domestic batteries. This is the original Volvo Penta panel, which is really nice to see it still there. It's completely redundant, doesn't do anything at all, but I think they've left it in just for historic reasons, I suppose, and it's just really nice to see it still there. Opposite we have the galley. So a really nice compact galley, but a good size with still loads of storage everywhere that you can think. Put your mugs and your plates and everything in here, cutlery, etc. So we've got bags and bags of storage. Quite an old but fully functional gas cooker, grill and hob. And then we have a drop leaf here, which comes down to cover that when it's not in use, to give you some additional working areas. Bit of a locker here that can be used for hanging and just general storage, and some storage on the top there. The whole boat has been relined. In the galley they've done it in this really nice wipe down fabric. It is coming a little bit loose in places, but it's really not too bad. Ceilings have all been recovered in like a textured finish, and that's in really good condition. And then all the sides of the boat have been recovered in this grey carpet, which again is in really good condition. So let's go forward. You'll see here we've got a really good size hanging locker and storage, and then storage underneath in there as well, basically going into the bilges just for a little bit more storage. This side we have the head, we'll go in there in a second, and here we have the forward cabin. So it's currently set out in a V-berth layout, but there is an infill there that drops down into that space there to turn this into a double. Again, all this was recovered in 2018 and it's still in really, really nice condition. Nothing wrong with the coverings at all. As the linings in this cabin, again, all redone in 2018 and in very, very good condition. Loads of storage, it carries on. We've got double storage here, and then on the other side we've got exactly the same here, double storage. Some nice original quality portholes, and then above us here is that huge hatch that we saw when we were up on deck. All the lights were upgraded in 2018, and here we have the sail inventory. That's a sleeping bag. And then we've got the head. So here we go. It's quite a compact head, but big enough. It's a chemical toilet, and then a little corner sink there with cold water feed to it. An unusual toilet to see on a boat. This is a caravan style toilet, and you've got a cassette that goes in here that takes the waste that you can pull out and empty when you go ashore. If I head back into the saloon, under here is your cassette, and then here is your flush water. So if any of you are experienced in caravanning, you'll recognise that. Unusual to see on a boat, but actually a really good idea, because it saves the cost expense of fitting a holding tank, and of course you'd have to put in the tank perhaps under here, which is taking up your storage space. So actually it's quite a good idea. The cassette pulls out, carry it ashore, chuck it away. So we're back in the saloon. As you can see, she is in pretty nice condition. The refit from 2018 is really standing up well, and internally she doesn't need much work at all. But the real selling feature for this boat is below here, because we have a 2018 Beta 20 horsepower inboard diesel engine, which is a really, really good upgrade for this boat. She would have had a Volvo Penta originally, possibly a twin cylinder, and this is a far better engine and a really good upgrade, which we do like to see. So that is a real good selling point of this lovely, lovely classic cruising yacht. Let's just have a quick look under here, because this would be the back end of the engine that you can see. And then there is the flexible R&D coupling and the shaft. Those two gauges there will be redundant. They will be from the original engine. Everything on this Beta is run off this panel here. So there we go. There we have the Colvic Sea Rover 28. £6,000, everyone. £6,000 gets you this. It's a huge amount of boat for the money. And if you're capable of just doing a little bit of tidying up, you've got yourself a really good boat here. As I say, main areas to be addressed, I'd probably give that engine a service. We don't know when she was last serviced. Replace these boards here, possibly that and the washboards here. I'm excited to see better days. I think they really could do with being replaced now. Give the rigging a good old check over, perhaps launder the lines, launder the sails, give the covers a wash, and you're not far off a boat that you can start up and go out and enjoy. Thank you very much for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed the walk around tour of the Colvic Sea Rover 28. If you did, please do show your appreciation. Give me a thumbs up, pop your comments down below, I'd love to hear from you all, and press the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel. Then you'll be notified of all of the videos that we upload. I'll put a link here to our channel and a link here to one of our other videos. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.